If you think leading a team means controlling every decision, every outcome, and every person, man, you're already exhausted. Because leadership isn't about control, it's about risk management. Let me explain. The easiest way to lead a team and succeed isn't by tightening your grip on everything happening around you. It's by learning how to manage the risks that come with leading people, projects, and outcomes. This guy was trying to control people. I'm just saying. And once you understand those risks, you'll find leadership becomes a lot less stressful and a lot more strategic. Today, I'll show you how to do it. Hi, I'm Christina Holloway, and I'm a PCC certified executive coach. And on this channel, I discuss the most powerful ways you can build your career through confident communication, leadership development, and navigating a tough work culture. All right, so let's get started. One of the biggest misconceptions I see with new and even experienced leaders is the idea that they have to control everything. They think if I just stay on top of every detail, if I double check every deliverable, if I personally fix every problem, we'll succeed. But that's not actual leadership, not even close. That's overfunctioning. You can't control people and you can't control outcomes. What you can control is your response to uncertainty, how you manage the risk of things going wrong. I once worked with a client who led a global team. She was overwhelmed, constantly chasing updates and fixing last-minute issues. When we broke it down, she wasn't dealing with lazy people or poor performance. She was dealing with unmanaged risk. She was overperforming. And that shift changed everything. She stopped trying to control and started managing strategically. So let me break it down for you. Here's the thing. Every team carries risk. Every project has potential for things to go sideways. Every person brings their own strengths and their own stress behaviors. And as a leader, your job isn't to prevent risk. It's to anticipate it, manage it, and respond effectively. So I like to teach what I call the leadership risk triangle. It has three sides. Number one, task risk, the work itself. Number two, people risk, the human factor. Number three, reputation risk, your leadership shadow. Let's walk through each one. Task risk is the most visible kind. It's the missed deadlines, the unclear goals, the wait, I thought you were doing that moments. Most of this risk comes from unclear expectations and weak delegation. And if you've watched my earlier videos, you've heard me talk about the ABC 1, 2, 3 framework, where you match the right tasks to the right people based on skill and priority. That framework reduces task risk because everyone knows what success looks like, who owns which deliverable, and how it connects to the bigger goal. So when I say the easy way to lead, I don't mean hands-off leadership. I mean clarity-driven leadership. When your team knows the plan, you don't have to micromanage. You manage risk by designing clarity. Now let's talk about people risk, the trickiest and most fascinating part. People risk is about how personalities show up under pressure. If you've ever worked with someone who gets defensive, shuts down, or explodes during stress, you've experienced this firsthand. And if you've done Hogan assessments with me or just reflected on your own reactions, you know that everyone has predictable derailers under stress. Some people get excitable. They start strong but burn out fast. Some get cautious. They avoid decisions because they fear mistakes. Some become skeptical. They question everything and stall momentum. These aren't flaws. They're patterns, behavior patterns. And the best leaders learn to anticipate them, not punish them. So we always talk about mindset, which keeps us in the moment, dealing with what's in front of us. Here's the mindset shift. When something goes wrong, don't ask, who messed up? Ask, what kind of risk am I dealing with, task or people? If it's people risk, you manage it with empathy and coaching. If it's task risk, you manage it with structure. That simple distinction alone will make you a calmer, more effective leader. And then there's the third kind, reputation risk. This one's about you. It's the ripple effect your leadership has on others, your tone, your decision-making, your emotional steadiness. These things shape how your team experiences you. And that reputation determines whether people trust you, avoid you, or follow your lead under pressure. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if your reputation says reactive, inconsistent, unpredictable, your team will mirror that energy. Remember that. If your team is acting chaotic, it's because you're leading chaotic. Here's a rule I tell every leader I coach. Your team will never be calmer than you are. So if you want a grounded, proactive team, you need to model what it looks like to stay composed under risk. That's leadership maturity. So let's put this together. The leadership risk triangle has three sides: task risk, manage with clarity; people risk, manage with empathy; reputation risk, manage with self-awareness. That's it. That's the easiest way to lead a team. You're not controlling outcomes. You're managing the variables that cause things to go off track. You're leading through clarity, emotional intelligence, and self-regulation. And when you do that consistently, your team performs better because they feel safe and supported, not micromanaged. All right, so let's make this practical. When something goes wrong at work, instead of spiraling or tightening control, pause and ask, is this a task problem, unclear work, a people problem, stress response, or a reputation problem, leadership perception? Once you know which side of the triangle you're working with, the solution becomes clear. Leading gets easier, not because you're doing less, but because you're finally focused on the right thing. So here's your challenge for the week. Pick one area of your leadership where things feel hard or chaotic. Ask yourself, what type of risk is this? Then choose one step you can take to reduce that risk. It might be rewriting a goal to make it clearer. Task. It might be checking in privately with a stressed team member, people, or it might be noticing how your own tone sets the temperature in meetings. Reputation. That's how real leadership growth happens, one small shift at a time. The easiest way to lead isn't about controlling people. It's about creating an environment where risk is managed, clarity is high, and trust runs deep. That's what great leadership looks like. And if you're ready to take this further, I'd love to see you at my free November workshop, Plan Your Pivot, Build a Bold Career Strategy for 2026. We'll dig deeper into how you can lead with confidence, manage risk strategically, and create a career path that works with your strengths, not against them. The link to register is below. And don't forget to drop me a comment and let me know, where are you leading these days? People, reputation, or task? And if you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you never miss another video from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.